Hi, good day. Welcome to another episode of Math Online. Today, we're going to answer some questions about data presentation. Let's start. Directions. Read each question thoroughly and choose the best answer. The dot plot shows the number of hours spent by students of 2/9 on homework per week. Question number 1. How many students are there in 2/9? A. 10, B. 25, C. 31, or D. 55? This is an easy question. In the dot plot, the dot represents the number of students for each of the hour they had spent on their homework. So to find out the answer for this question, just count all the dots. How many did you count in total? Right, there are 25 in total. Therefore, B is our final answer. Number 2. How many students spent not less than 5 hours on their homework? A. 8, B. 9, C. 17, or D. 6? In this problem, the same dot plot is used as in number 1. Not less than 5 hours means 5 hours and up. That means a student that spent 5 to 10 hours on their homework. And how many are those? Count. Right, there are 8. And that's letter A. For question 3, a stem and leaf graph is being used. The graph shows the height in centimeter of a group of teenagers. How many teenagers are there in the group? A. 13, B. 17, C. 20, or D. 25? Before we reveal the answer, let's understand first the graph. According to the key, 13 and 5 means 135 centimeter. 13 and 8 means 138 centimeter. 14 and 0 means 140 centimeter. And so on. These represent the height of the teenagers. That means that one of the teenagers has the height of 135 centimeter. Another teenager has 138 centimeter. Another has also 138 centimeter. And so on. So to answer the question of how many teenagers are there in the group, just count the leaf for each stem. How many? Right, there are 20 in total. So our final answer is letter C. For question 4, the same data as in number 3 is being used. The question is, what is the percentage of teenagers whose heights fall below 150 centimeter? A. 30%, B. 35%, C. 65%, or D. 85%? We already know that there are 20 teenagers in the group. But how many have heights of less than 150 centimeter? Right, there are 7. But what percentage is 7? How many teenagers whose heights fall below 150 centimeter? There were 7. Divide that by the total number of teenagers, which is 20. Then multiply it by 100%. That's equal to 35%. So the percentage of teenagers whose heights are less than 150 centimeter is 35%. Therefore, our final answer is letter B. The last problem shows a histogram which shows the number of books borrowed by students from a library in a week. How many students borrowed not more than 6 books? Before we answer, let's understand first the histogram. The frequency represents the number of students that borrowed books. The number below represents the class intervals of the number of books that were borrowed. For example, how many students borrowed 0.5 to 2.5 books? 0.5 to 2.5 actually means 1 to 2 books. And there are 11 students who borrowed that amount of books. 2.5 to 4.5 means 3 to 4 books, and so on. Now back to the question. How many students borrowed not more than 6 books? That means 6 books and below. 6.5 is actually 6, so let's start counting from there. 16 plus 10 plus 11. That's equal to 37 students. So our final answer is letter D. Alright, that's all for this episode. If you have some questions, just comment below and let us know. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.